betting. And if you like these videos, do me a favor and push that like button, push that subscribe button, push that follow button. And if you want these videos when I first put them out, push that notification button. Okay, this is a series on becoming a better sports bettor. And this is my journey on how I became successful at sports wagering. If you didn't watch that first video, go back and watch that first video. That's going to basically tell you or explain to you what stage you are at on your particular journey on becoming a sports wise guy or sharp person. Okay, this part is about managing your sports book. This is the most difficult part on your journey, and as far as being successful, making picks, that's simple. Once you get your edge, then you will be you will become successful as far as your wins and your losses. But the most difficult part is managing your sports book. That was the biggest problem I had was the losing streaks and and blowing up my books. Okay, once you get your emotions in check, once you have a routine, then over time you won't blow up your book or your books. That's the hardest part of this game. Okay, so what are some of the rules? Okay, the first rule is the 4% rule, meaning for me, I never bet over 4% on any particular game. I don't bet 20%. There's no such thing as a lock game. There's no such thing as a guaranteed win. That's all a myth. If you want to be successful, you should have a wage level and never go over that. For example, mine is 4%. Any game that I bet on is never going to be more than 4%. It may be less, but never more than 4%. This is the reason why 97% of sports bettors, they lose. They cannot go a whole season without blowing up their books because they're all over the place and placing their bets. They think this particular game is a guarantee. That even if that game is guaranteed what'll happen, you build a bad habit. And then you'll go on a 3-game losing streak because you betted one game at 5%, another game at 30% on your whole book, and this is how you blow up your account. Have no more than, in my opinion, 4%. But if you have a little bit more risk, 5%, but never more than 5% on one game. There's always the next day. It's always another game to bet on. None of these games should be personal. None of this should be where you are desperate. Once you get into that, once you put yourself in that particular mindset, this is how you blow up your sports book. Okay, again, 97% of sports bettors lose over time. And let me give you one more example. Most sports, there is a 6-month period. For example, basketball for the regular season, 6 months. Football, 6 months. Baseball, 6 months. Most people cannot go from the beginning of the season all the way to the end of the season and be successful without blowing up their sports book because they don't manage their account properly. You have to maintain a certain level of discipline and follow your rules in order to be successful for the long term. This is not a sprint, this is a marathon. And those who understand this are the ones who are successful. And again, it's only 3% of people who are successful in winning and beating the sports bookies. The rest, you all are losers. And this is the reason why, because your emotions are all over the place. Okay. Again, if you like this content, do me a favor, push that like button, push that follow button, push that subscribe button, and that notification button. I put out 2 free bets every week, 2 free picks every week. And if you want more of my picks, then go to the Patreon, and that's it. Always bet smart. Thanks.